how to slay the metaphorical fourth-headed monster. What? $15,000 per month nursing home? Oh my. Hey there folks, elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher coming to you from elderlawcare.com. Folks, today I want to give you an important update on a very important Medicaid law change here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'm referring to how to slay that fourth-headed beast, okay, which is private paid nursing homes, 15, sometimes I've heard numbers as much as $22,000 per month. Families are paying for their loved one who's disabled, incapacitated in a nursing home. The family is completely decimated financially and wiped out. Well, folks, some ways around that type of planning that folks look to seek is to work with a qualified elder law attorney to protect their assets, typically 5 years in advance. Sometimes they can do that with an irrevocable Medicaid asset protection trust and other permissible legal planning strategies that your elder law attorney can advise and counsel and recommend on. But that being said, folks, oftentimes folks do not get that 5-year clock running, and a disability, a stroke, or some type of other medical incapacity strikes unexpectedly and your loved one ends up in a nursing home. So the question is, how do you pay for that $15,000 per month nursing home if you did not beat out the 5-year look-back period, and how do you protect and preserve some of the family assets? Well, here in Massachusetts, we were once able to utilize what they call a community pooled trust under Internal Revenue Code 1396 D4C, also oftentimes referred to as a D4C trust. And that type of planning typically would be applicable to folks who are aging in place and they're over asset and they cannot qualify for Medicaid or Mass Health here in the Commonwealth because they're over asset. So in comes the 1396 D4C law, where you could shelter your excess assets in this community pool trust that would pay for your extras, things the nursing home Medicaid benefits would not pay for. And the benefits would be, number one, you would qualify for Medicaid, and Medicaid would help supplement and pay for your long-term care needs at a skilled nursing facility. And your excess dollars would go into this government-approved community pool trust. And your Medicaid would pay for your needs-based care in the nursing home. And then your excess funds in the nonprofit community pool trust would pay for your extras, pay for things that Medicaid or Medicare would not cover, things such as eyeglasses, hearing aids, dentures, canes, walkers, scooters, transportation to and from a facility, musical therapy, companionship, geriatric care managers, things of that nature. Really good quality of life enhancement benefits that would benefit greatly an incapacitated person in a nursing home. So folks, we've been blessed here in the Commonwealth to have that as a Medicaid crisis planning tool for our Medicaid elder law toolbox. But unfortunately, folks, the law has changed. Before the governor retired recently here in the Commonwealth, Governor Baker repealed a law that was in effect. And that law, or he vetoed that law to be more specific, and that law basically now says the community pool trust, the D4C community pool trust, is no longer available for individuals in Massachusetts age 65 and over. And so that is a big blow. That is a huge detriment for seniors and elders here in the Commonwealth who are looking to apply for and qualify for Mass Health Medicaid benefits, okay? Because in the past, that community pool trust law would help shelter excess assets to help an individual, either a widow, widower, or a nursing home spouse, shelter their excess assets with their community spouse in the community. Well, effective June 1st, 2023, that window is completely closing, folks. The legislature here in the Commonwealth is closing the window on the D4C trust, community pool trust. So what does that mean, folks? You may not have a second bite of the apple, okay? Second bite of the apple would be crisis planning. So our only hopes here that the legislature will amend or reconsider that closure of that community pool trust law, but there's no guarantees of that. And even if the legislature does tweak or amend that law, Mass Health, Medicaid, or Mass Health here in the Commonwealth still would have to amend their regulations around that to approve that D4C trust law in the future. But as of right now, June 1st, 2023, the window is closed on the D4C trust law. So what does that mean for you folks? In my opinion, it is more important than ever to meet with your elder law attorney to get the 5-year clock running on that irrevocable Medicaid asset protection trust, because from my experience, that is a very protective way to get the 5-year clock running and shelter and protect that family asset that you desire to do the 3 Ps with, protect that property, preserve the value, maybe the equity in the family home, and pass it on to your loved ones. Folks, there you have it. Any questions around the closure of the law change of the D4C trust, please post a comment question and a member of our Elder Law Care team will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.